Alrighty, how we doing today, guys? Atlas back with another video, and today we got kind of an exciting one. I think you guys will enjoy it. It's going to be the top 5 or best 5 tips for Overwatch ranked play. Just 5 things that I think will help everyone do better and then have a better time and have a better chance at winning. So let's just get right into it. The first tip that I have for you guys is to just be a well-rounded player. Don't be one of those people that only plays a certain type of character. Like, oh, I only play DPS. Oh, I only support. In order to do well in ranked, unless you're always queuing as a team of 6 with set roles, you need to be able to play different styles, because you don't always know what your teammates are going to pick, and you need to have a well-rounded team. And for you to be able to fill in whatever role you need to be able to fill in and play a tank or a healer or etc., it just will help you because your team will be better rounded, better rounded out, and it will also help your teammates and hopefully better your chance for winning. But it's also important to stick to the heroes that you know in those categories. So don't try anything new or fancy just because you feel like it in competitive. You should probably do that in quick match because there's no real penalty for losing. My second tip I have for you guys is do not leave games. It is probably the most selfish thing you can do. I get it, everybody gets it. You have bad games, your team's getting destroyed, you get tilted, you rage quit. It happens. Everybody wants to do it, but you really, especially in competitive play, should avoid doing it. You lose points and you basically set your whole team up for failure. Yeah, the game has a fail-safe thing for your teammates if you lose and you don't really get a penalty, but it still counts as a loss against the record, and it just turns everything into a waste of time for everybody that was playing except for the other team. But it hurts you, and it's a very selfish thing to do, and it's just, I don't know, it's not cool. Not cool, man. But the third tip that I have for you is to play as a team. Play with your teammates. Even if you're solo queuing, it is so important to play this game, Overwatch, as a team. If you're playing as 6 individuals, it almost never ever works out in your favor. You have to push points together. You have to coordinate your attacks. A lot of times, a prime example of this is Zarya and Hanzo coordinating ultimate abilities together can result in entire team wipes. Like if Zarya ults and gets them in her big gravity ball, and then Hanzo throws his dragon or wolf through the middle of it, it can literally wipe out an entire team. So coordinating attacks and pushes and ultimates together is a huge thing that you can do. And obviously it's easier if you're queuing as a team with more people, but communication is also really key because of the aforementioned things. It helps to be able to discuss what you're going to do, so it's easier to work together. But even if you can't talk, just try to pay attention to what your teammates are doing and just do things with them to the best ability that you can. The fourth tip that I have for you guys is to put some thought into the character that you're choosing. You want to take into account whether you're playing a control map, like a neutral control map, or whether you're defending or attacking on a payload map, the specific map that you're on, and more importantly, what everybody else on your team has already picked. You want to try to have the most well-rounded squad that you can, with healers, DPS, tanks. Sometimes you need a Torbjorn or Bastion. And it's your choices on who you play really plays a factor in how the game's going to play out. Like, you really, like, sometimes, there are rare occasions it's okay, or if you have a really good Widowmaker, it's okay, but very rarely do you want an offensive Widowmaker or like an offensive Torbjorn. That just doesn't make sense. And that's just an example. But and a lot of scenarios you can make things work, but to give yourself the best opportunity to win, you and your teammates, you just need to try to coordinate with your teammates and pick the best character for your team composition for the map and for what role you're playing on that map. And the fifth and final tip I have for you guys is to know the maps. I don't know the specific number of maps, but there's a good handful of them. And then within those maps, there's usually 2 or 3 different, like, especially on the control maps, 2 or 3 different areas to play on. But if you know where all the health packs are, that's a huge advantage. You'll know when you can kind of just like ditch out real quick and heal and come back in the fight. You can plan ahead what you're going to do better and be able to stay in the fight longer and not die. Flanking paths, if you're playing someone like Tracer or Genji, being able to get behind your opponent efficiently and quickly is very, very helpful. Choke points, a lot of the maps have natural built-in choke points, and they're pretty obvious, but if you can learn to use them to your advantage, it's huge, and it will help you and your teammates out a lot. And then also to be able to find areas of high ground and vantage points, especially for heroes like Widowmaker and Hanzo and Junkrat, and even Pharah. Pharah can kind of create her own by jumping in the air with her abilities, but Junkrat, if you can get above a choke point with Junkrat, like on a ledge or something, and just lob grenades, it's huge. It makes it very difficult for an opposing team to push through. And it, in the end, will just help you attempt to succeed. So yeah, guys, that was what I feel are 5 of the best tips that I can give you guys to help you succeed. I hope that these help you out and you can implement them into your gameplay, and it helps you win your matches. So yeah, this has been Atlas, guys. I appreciate you watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please like it, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And as always, have a great day.